Okay, I think one of the most important things that a lot of us overlook is like telling our friends that we're doing this new thing, whether it's art. For me, it's a calligraphy business that I've had. So my art business is a calligraphy business. And yeah, I think especially for us artists, a lot of us are introverts. Like I myself am introverted, and I think it's really hard for us to, especially at the beginning stages of us starting our art career or a art business, it's really, really hard for us to show our art to the world because we have self-doubt and we're not confident in our own art. But I think it's like really, really important to just start talking about it, even if it's with your closest friends and your family members. Just at least show them what you're doing, okay? You don't have to say, buy my artwork now, but at least show them, and slowly you will be able to build up the confidence. For me, like I started learning calligraphy in 2018, and I was self-taught. I was trying to learn it by myself for about 2 months, and then I would share about it with some of my close friends. Like whenever I had lunch or dinner with them, I would just show them and tell them like, what's up, like what am I doing, and they would take a look and they would be like,
oh my gosh, Dina, like your calligraphy is so good.
And that slowly actually just like built up my confidence to the point where I was confident launching greeting cards. Actually, these greeting cards right here behind me, these are the first cards that I launched in 2018. And this was like 3 months after I started to learn calligraphy. So I digitized these cards, I got them printed at a print shop, and then I sold them. And like most of my customers were my friends. And I just basically did it all on Instagram and Facebook. By the way, if you are interested in learning more about how to sell greeting cards specifically, then make sure you watch this video right here. My next tip is kind of related to my first tip of being able to like tell your friends about it, but you need to build a portfolio. Start posting your work somewhere. For most people, that's starting on Instagram. And with Instagram, you can post it on your personal Instagram if you already have a personal Instagram, or you can start a new Instagram. And actually for me, I started my Instagram and I didn't tell anyone, but I would just post things and I didn't care about followers. I would just post things just to have them there. And also I wanted to kind of track my progress with my calligraphy. That's why I wanted to post things. I started to take pictures and edit photos, and at least try to, get started on learning how to take photos well. Okay, what is good lighting? What is good editing? What do I want my feed to look like? And I had let's say I have 5 followers. It really doesn't matter. There's really no one looking at my work. So start posting your work as soon as possible, even if you think it's crap. Like honestly, I thought my calligraphy was crap, but I still posted it. You don't have to show anyone, but just post it somewhere. And then later on, when you look back on your art or your calligraphy, then you'll be like, wow, look how far I've come. And it's just a super cool thing to look back on. My next tip for you is to find one thing that you want to do and just stick with it at least for 2 months. So for me, I started to learn calligraphy, and then the first thing I ever did in my business was sell these greeting cards. And it took me about a month to kind of design all of them and figure out how to digitize the calligraphy and everything, and the dimensions and
what are the greeting card dimensions.
Took me about a month to figure that out, and then I sold them for a month in December 2018. So I focused on greeting cards for 2 months, and then after that, when 2019 started, I thought, okay, I want to teach workshops, calligraphy workshops. And so I basically focused on teaching workshops for pretty much the next 5 months until I had enough confidence to actually quit my job. And quitting my job is a whole other story, which I did a longer Q&A here, so you can check it out here. But yeah, I only did calligraphy workshops for 4 months. And even after I quit my job, I continued. That was my main revenue driver. So I would continue to do calligraphy workshops until COVID happened. And then I had to figure out how to do online workshops. But if you're just starting out, and I know with art, there are so many different kinds of art. For me, I stuck with calligraphy, but obviously there's so many different types of art. And I really want you to pick one that your business is going to focus on. You might have a lot of interest in art in general, but for a business, I want you to pick one thing to start off, just for like 2 months, okay? Just focus on one thing for 2 months and post about it. Like make 60 to 70% of what you talk about that one thing. So maybe for you, that's watercolor florals and you want to get commission work, or maybe you're a photographer and you want to do like portrait photography. Maybe you're also interested in like landscape photography and product photography, but at least for 2 months, focus on one thing so people know what you specialize in. And for me, like, even though I'm a calligrapher, I am interested in other kinds of arts. Like I'm interested in like painting and like I'm interested in like watercolor. I'm actually like not that great, but I've tried to paint like florals and custom homes. But yeah, my main thing is still calligraphy. So when it comes to business, definitely pick one thing that you're good at. And a lot of the times people will call this a niche. So yeah, call it a niche, call it your focus, call it your specialization. It doesn't really matter what you call it, but focus on one thing first and post about it. Tell people about it, showcase it, and eventually people will come to you for that one thing. Obviously, it is better if you're able to do that one thing for longer, like the longer the better. So you can still experiment with different things here and there, but I would say 70% of what you do to start off should be like focused on one thing, one main thing. Right now, if your head is as messy as my desk right here and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I feel so lost with this business stuff, I want to make money with my art, but I'm not sure how, make sure you download my free business plan template for artists, which you can find in the description. It's a template which you can use, and I ask you questions about your market, your audience, and you can use that document to plan out your business, do research, and yeah, I hope it's useful to you. If you're interested in learning more about how to sell greeting cards, make sure you check out this video. And if you're interested in my process of quitting my job, make sure you check out this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.